housing feels unlike any other thing. So there's another kind of tension that people feel, especially on the right, which is encapsulated in the idea that I will not live in the pod. The idea of expanding housing supply would mean that exploding urbanization, little ant-like cubicles that people have to live in, and yeah, that feels a little bit dystopian. There's kind of like this aim to, okay, we need like single family housing, a bit of space, Lebensraum that people need. So that's kind of the constraint there. Okay, there has to be kind of an upper limit to how comfortably one can expand housing supply in that direction.
Well, so that is a common view, and for most of human history, it was probably true. About 100 years ago, people came up with some amazing new technologies which actually do make it possible to build enormous amounts of living space in any location that you want. There's really no reason why everybody couldn't live in the hottest, trendiest locations in comfort, in style. From a bit more than 100 years ago, we came up with a skyscraper. I mean, we associate it now with living in a pod, like you said. But that's when it's really expensive. And the question is, well, why does it need to be really expensive? I think the main answer is government regulation. Government makes it really hard to actually increase supply. So when supply is strangled, then the small amount of supply that does come out, of course, that's going to be paying a massive amount of money for a closet. But it's not primarily market forces. I mean, it barely has anything to do with market forces. I say it really is much more predicted by how much government is strangling the product. That said, of course, there's a lot of regulation of a lot of other kinds of homes. So, there's just general multifamily, but then also even for single family homes, highly regulated, normally requiring people to, or requiring developers to use a lot more land than they actually want to do. Worth pointing out, by the way, that modern Americans have way more living space per person than we did back in the 50s. There has been progress. It's not, government hasn't managed to choke off all progress. The idea if only we go back to the 50s, well, that would actually be living in less space than we have right now. What I'm talking about in my new Build Baby Build is unleashing all the power of modern industry and technology so that we can live in truly spacious homes for low prices, which is what is completely feasible in terms of the technology, in terms of the economics. It's just that builders lack permission to do it.